Hey guys, it's that time again, top Ippons, this time Grand Slam in Baku, and we're starting off with some counters. How about this one? Counters his opponent's Uchimata with a Yoko Otoshi. That's some lovely stuff there. Incredible timing. This one as well, white goes for the classic kosoto gake, but blue, I mean, a really deep reaping Uchigari there. And I mentioned it on my day 1 highlights, maybe day 2 highlights, but I mean, people are starting to counter the kosoto gake. But it's going to be the most common throw out there, and I mean, people are looking for ways to counter it. Look at this beautiful inside kochigari. This next one, equally amazing counter to a kochigari, and this is Kotsoyev, and he won the thing for under 100s. But I mean, so close. This kochigari, I mean, that was very close to being a score, but got to give it to Kotsoyev. Very nice counter there. He timed it perfectly. And one more counter, guys, before we get into the Ippons. Toth looked for the Yagura, looked for the front Uchimata, didn't get it, and the big man from Germany, Montages, well, he gets it, but I mean, look, we're gonna have a look again. No legs in play, so you can't really give this a technique name. You can't call it a kosoto or a kochi or whatever. So I've seen situations like this where they say no technique because there's no legs in play. I mean, just let it be a score. It's a good score, no? Alright guys, so let's get into the Ippons, and before that, make sure you've liked, subscribed, hit the notification bell so you get all my highlights as soon as they come out. Right, new face for Japan here, Terada, lovely Ippon Seoinage. And I had a look around, I can't find anything on this Terada person, who she is and where she fits in with the team, but she's definitely not a part of that top core group of Japan that they have for the women's teams. Can't see her name in that list, so I'm not quite sure where she's come from and what she's doing. This is Palatina. He's got a really interesting Ochigari. Likes to walk people onto it and cut the angle backwards. So white here. White's got a poor grip. Looks to try and start some offense to kind of get out of the situation, but blue had the better grips, and he just had to wait for his opportunity. Awesome Uchimata. Yoko Tomoinage now from Nuralayev. Yoko meaning going to the side, but just watch the little shuffle to the side, keeping his opponent's posture low. Textbook Yoko Tomoinage there. This one, Uchimata, probably the biggest Uchimata of the tournament. I mean, he threw his opponent flat on his face. Is that head diving? I did say I wouldn't say head diving in this video. I think I've talked enough about head diving in recent videos. Right, this next one, if you've ever watched Abe Hifumi, he does this kind of Ochigari where he steps in, but he always puts his hand underneath around the back. But this guy in blue goes over the top on the entry and gets counted for it, and that's why Abe always looks for the lower grip. And I mean, he's got that huge Ogoshi as well, right? He wants that grip on the back. He's not looking for Uchimatas or anything. What do you call this? Just tewaza? What do you call that? Come on. Amazing technique. Speaking of an amazing techniques, Tani Atoshi here. Back in the day, used to grab the pants. But look at that. That's a really hard technique to execute. Drop down Seoinage and into a Tani Atoshi. How often do you see two Tani Atoshis next to each other? It's a miracle. Almost gets a score with the Ippon Seoinage, and I like the grip. I mean, Tani Atoshi, it's not kind of a technique you do with traditional grips. Put in 2 hands on one side of the gi. Nice osotogari here, but sore surikomi goshi kind of grips. So that there could have been either technique, osoto, or a sore, taking a book out of Abe Hifumi's book. And this one, I gotta call it Seoi Otoshi. The grips are really weird. I mean, it could be a Tai Otoshi, but still, knee goes on the floor. And that's my definition for it, so trying to change the world here, trying to change the definition of Seoi Otoshi. Orojov going out now, and he was kind of disappointed about that one. I think Orojov's best days may be behind him. Big osotogari now, and he looks like he's going to give up, but then he just goes again. So a real nice deception there. This one, a big pickup, and I say this time and time again. Cross grips over the back. It's just not a good thing to do. I swear 9 out of 10 times people take a cross grip over the back, it ends in them getting countered. This is a really nice combination. Looks for a koshiguruma, doesn't get it, and then before getting picked up, I mean, he's got that leg in there. It's a nice hochigari. That was really, really nice by the Mongolian. Haraigoshi now, you gotta call it a haraigoshi, right? But I mean, he just leaves that leg out there, sticks it to his outside foot. Brilliant stuff. So it goes in, looks like it was going to be a surigoshi, but throws the leg up there for the uchimata. It's a really nice way to get leverage for the uchimata, especially if you're not flexible. Take a deep grip around the back. And this one, I mean, who would have thought? Takes another stab at the kataguruma. And watch what he does with the elbow in between the leg. So people are doing that these days. They're using that. Look at his left elbow between the legs. You can't grab the pants, but you can just stick your elbow between their legs and push them over. Shoved out to Ashvili, and I mean, he just continues to surprise me. I didn't think he had this technique in him at all. There's some training footage of him out there doing like uchimatas and haraigoshi, and it looks really bad. But I mean, when it comes to competition, he just finds a way to get people to the mat. Now this one here, this Ippon Seoinage, I mean, it doesn't look that flash, but this one, watch, same setup, little shuffle backwards, and his opponent deep on that tricep grip, and he loves it. He loves that tricep grip, just goes for it. So I'll play them again. Here's the first one, a drop down Seoinage, that tricep grip, a little flick of the gi, and here's the other one, this time standing. So I mean, you know, just stick to what you do, same movements, same grips, look for the same entries and footwork. I mean, I'm just kind of talking to myself right now, but I do it all the time. I'm like, oh, today I'm going to do Ono Shohei's Osotogari. Today I'm going to do Murao's Osotogari. And tomorrow I'll do, you know, Maruyama's Uchimata. And now I'm doing Nagasei's Uchimata. And my techniques are just kind of all over the place, I think. Oh my god, did you see that? What was the footwork with that? So kosoto ochi, I mean, just a little show with the foot. But Kotsuev, that was a really nice entry to an uchimata. Right, now someone told me in the comments how to say this guy's name correctly. Shipowitz? 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 I think it's Shipowitz. Shipowitz? Shipowitz? Man, I'm so bad with these European names. Shipowitz? I don't know. Let's get back into the Ippons. Nice haraigoshi here. Into the reverse kesokatame. It's got to be the most baller hold down, no? Just, you know, chilling out on top of someone, waiting for the Ippon to be called. Why not? Why not? And the big man at plus 100s. Rakimov, I mean, he's got good footwork. He's not going to move some of the bigger guys like Saito. But look at this. Kosotogari into a nidan. What is that? Ashiharai? Ashibarai? I don't like saying nidan. I'm sorry. Rakimov again now. Looking for that kosoto. Inside foot sweep. Getting him moving. And now the ochigari and the grip change. I mean, the grip change was everything. Watch this. Pushes the hand up the top and then takes the back. And actually, I'm going to show you this one here, guys. So I'm pretty sure this is a bear hug. This big Swiss guy. Each, I think his name is. And I thought he took the sleeve, but when you see him come down, I mean, he doesn't... He's got two hands around the back, right? Have a look at it again in a little bit of slow-mo. I don't know, I'd love to see another angle. Maybe he went from the sleeve to the back, kind of fit it in that direction, but... Ooh. And what's wrong with bear hugs? I don't understand that argument. What's wrong with bear hugs? This one's an awkward osotogari. Can you call it an osotogari? This kind of pickup like this? But... that was a good one. That was a good one. Maidov, I love Maidov. Maidov's got really good judo. Go have a look at his stuff. Brilliant uchimata as well. Here's another one from him, a kochi makikomi. And about 2 minutes ago I did say 9 out of 10. Who go for a cross grip, get countered, but Maidov here, I mean, Okay, so he took the cross grip and then he changed. He felt the danger. He felt the danger. He was going to get countered if he just held onto that top cross grip. This one here, beautiful, beautiful setup. Into a split hip, Taotoshi. I mean, come on. Come on, doesn't get better than that, no? That's an amazing Taotoshi. Big Haraigoshi here. And the strength, the balance to stay in it. I mean, he basically loads him up on his hip and then bounces on his leg once and goes again. Some real strength and balance there. These are some of my favorite moments in judo. You know, when two guys, they just go at it, you know, you never know, this could go either way. Someone's looking for something and eventually someone gets it. It's some of the most exciting moments in judo. Nice uranage here. Go watch my Kodokan Cup highlights. There's a really nice one of those in there. Kosoto gake. I mean, it is the technique. And now that I'm thinking about it, how often do you see Japanese judoka losing to a kosoto gake? Not very often. Those guys keep distance really well. Oh, almost gets countered. But no. Good ochigari here. Well done to stay that committed. So this one's interesting. Blue. I mean, it looks like he's losing the grips. He's lost that back grip, but that just brought his opponent much closer to him. And when that sleeve came across, I mean, he just threw it to the side and went in on the opposite side. This one here, I love this one. And I mean, that was left-sided seoi nage to a right-sided ochigari. Come on. From an Italian. I'm loving the Italian team these days. The Italians have got some great judoka. And someone said the Italian team, half of them are not from Italy. What the hell is that about? Everyone's got Italian names like Basili and Esposito, right? And I mean, who cares? Does it really matter? I mean, you've got like Deguchi Krista, she's like technically Canadian, competing for Canada, even though I think she lives in Japan, but I mean, she's not the entire team. The Canadians have a great team of judoka. You can't just base, you know, your assumptions of one person. Ah, this was good. I mean, watch what he does with the little bit of ashiwaza. Stops him in his tracks, which sets him up for the big throw. Takes the grip too. And that inside trip, inside kochi, that's a great technique to just kind of occupy people's minds. This guy here, to be honest, I thought I deleted this clip from this. I'm pretty sure he can barely see. I'm pretty sure he cannot see like below the tape, right? He's just looking at his opponent's face and can't really see anything else. Nice obitori gaishi here, and watch what he does. Picks him up off the floor. Make sure that the newaza isn't initiated. So blue, I mean, I don't know why he started to defend a choke or something. Should have just put his hands and his elbows on the mat. Big front uchimata here, yagura, as they like to call it. Two hands on the belt. Good way to do it. And this one, I mean, the footwork to set this up, I mean, I can't even describe it. That's some lovely stuff. Just subtly puts his left foot in front to go for that opposite side attack there. And guys, we are getting down. We are getting down to the last 6 or 7 Ippons here. Nice bit of ashiwaza here. And if you are concerned about how I'm doing all these things, I did say that I would do, you know, by the day, by the weight class, but this Grand Slam at Baku wasn't the biggest tournament in the world. I mean, called a Grand Slam, but sometimes, you know, just not many people turn up. I think probably the recent World Championships has something to do with that. So when there's more judoka, much more like, you know, numbers, I'll definitely probably split up the videos a bit. Maybe do it by weight class, by day. We'll just go with the flow. see how I feel about things. Good counter here. And I'm told that the rolling over, if you catch them mid-throw, you can roll them over for a score here. Otherwise, it's not given a score, and it's just given a Shido, I think. One of these days, guys, I will go through the rules, and I will become a rule master. Low grip now from blue to set up that front Uchimata. It's a good way to do it. Anyway, guys, if you've made it this far to the end of the video, hope you liked and subscribed. Helps me out a lot. We're on the way to 100k, and yeah, it's going to be pretty exciting. So guys, I'll see you in another video. We've got the Tokyo Grand Slam coming up soon, so that's going to be really exciting. Lots of judoka appearing there. Alright, peace out. See you later.